Computer. All righty. And we're going to get the screen shared right off the bat and start our little bit of information about DeliveryBizConnect. So real simple here. We are offering an opportunity to help drivers be able to make money driving for us, and 5 other ways not driving for us as we expand DeliveryBizConnect across Canada. We started right here in Little White Rock, British Columbia, where we built the technology, and we've expanded as far east as St. John's, Newfoundland, and a lot of places in between. So why are people excited about what we do? They're excited because we pay drivers more. It's always nice to know that if you drive for us, we're going to pay you what you deserve to be paid as a driver, as a premium driver. So we expect a premium service and we pay a premium amount. Our customers charge our restaurant customers charge their customers a $4.99 delivery fee plus tip. And so we're going to pay you a minimum of that $4.99, and we're going to top you up to a minimum $9 delivery fee. So you get at least a $4 tip. If the tip is smaller, we top it up. We also have long distance bonuses. So that's any delivery up to 5 kilometers. If you go 5 to 8 kilometers, you get another $2 bonus, 8 to 10, another $2 bonus. And if you go 10 to 15 kilometers over to no more than 15, another $2 bonus to add as your minimum plus tip. So this is 22% more than Skip the Dishes. That tops you up to $7. And I've heard of people driving 20, 30 kilometers for a $5 charge for Uber with McDonald's. So we want to make sure that you're paid a good living wage. But we also added some income boosters that we thought were appropriate for drivers. And the first booster is order stacking. We'd see 3 or 4 Skip the Dishes drivers standing in the doorway of a restaurant, all waiting to pick up one order, when one driver could have picked up all 3. So we allow seasoned drivers that are at our gold standard with specific restaurants that qualify to be able to do order stacking. And we also do something cool called exclusive driver periods, where you can get to a really busy restaurant and you're able to lock into that restaurant for 2 hours so you can maximize your order stacking and minimize the places you have to drive to. So we do a lot of things that are the same as the other apps, but we try to do everything better. And the big thing that we learned when we started building DeliveryBizConnect here in Greater Vancouver, specifically in White Rock, South Surrey, was that our best referrals came from drivers that were out there driving for the other guys and were driving for us, and would mention to a restaurant owner that they knew, hey, there's a new service out there called DeliveryBizConnect. They're a lot less expensive. You're going to save thousands of dollars a month on your delivery fees. You should give Craig a call. And so we turn that into a program. So we're going to pay you before we ever have a restaurant in your city to help us go and find restaurants by dropping off brochures, referring restaurants directly, and we're going to pay you to refer other drivers. So here's how it works. We're going to pay you between $1 and $5 for every brochure that you drop off at a potential restaurant client. Now, when do you do this? Well, you can do it while you're driving for the other guys, while you're waiting for an order, while you're waiting for your next delivery, or you're in a non-ideal delivery time. Many of our top brochure droppers that are making money with us are doing it in their spare time. It takes about an hour a day, and they're dropping off between 10 and 15 brochures a day. We do ask, if you're doing it while you're driving for somebody else, be respectful of your current delivery service. I don't want you dropping off a brochure at the same restaurant you just picked up an order from, but certainly drop it off at 2 or 3 restaurants that are close by so you can get paid more without needing to find extra time. So that's really, really cool. Now, the other thing that we do is we're going to give you the PDF so you can print it at home, or better yet, we're also going to just send them to you so you don't have to worry about it. All you do is you go to yesdbc.com/brochure. And when you go there, you'll be able to download the PDF, or you'll put an order in to order brochures directly from us. So whether you're going to download it or not, put in the order so we can ship them out to you. Because putting in the order also gets you into our system. And once you're into the system, you're going to get a little thank you. and it's going to have your username, which is your email, and we're going to create for you a password. That password you're going to need to download and access our DBC Share app. So let me explain, what is the DBC Share app? Nope, it's available on Google Play or on iTunes. Depending on what phone you click it from, it'll take you to the right store. And you're going to open up this cool little app. And it's got a big red button on it. And before you walk into the restaurant, you're going to open up the app and you're going to click that button and you're going to take a picture of the restaurant you're standing in front of holding your brochure. Now, why do you do this? One reason and one reason only. This is fraud protection. This is how we protect our company from somebody deciding to download the app, go onto Google, grab a bunch of images, pretend they're dropping off brochures, and drop off 30 or 40 pretend brochures before they get caught. We do pay every week, and so there's a trust factor. So this is how we mitigate the chance of fraud. You're actually standing in front of the restaurant, most likely you handed out the brochure. Now, once you click submit, it's going to bring up some data collection fields. Now, the number one data collection field is that little hot lead in red. So if this is somebody that you know the owner, you've talked to him, he's really excited, and you don't want this to go to the sales team. You want this to go up the chain. You want this on Craig's desk as soon as he wakes up in the morning. You want me to see this lead. You hit the hot lead button, because those are the ones that I call. Now, there is a 3 strikes and you're out rule with the hot lead button. You abuse the hot lead button, we don't give you the hot lead button anymore. We take it away. So hot lead means you've got the restaurant name, phone number, you've got the owner's name, you've got a whole bunch of notes in there, you've got his personal phone, you got everything in there, and you know that Craig needs to give him a phone call. But the minimum criteria to get paid is the restaurant name, which you know because you walked in to the restaurant, you're standing outside of it. The restaurant phone number, which you know because you walked into the restaurant, there's probably a menu there with the phone number. But then there's the one piece of information that I can't pay one of my team to go out there and search on Google and just get names and names, phone numbers and addresses. And that's the owner or manager's name. I just need the name, at least the first name. You can't get the last name, that's okay. At least the first name of the owner or manager. So when we call, we're asking for them by name, not, hi, can I talk to the manager? Hi, can I talk to the owner, which is cold calling. And nobody ever likes to hear that phone call. Is your manager available? It's usually not a good thing. It's never, so it's either an unhappy customer or a salesperson. So those are the 3 things you need. You then click the little button on it and you hit submit. And you submit that to our system. It goes into our database, goes to our sales department, and we pay you $1 for the minimum information. But if you can get me the owner or manager's personal phone number or personal email, not the email you find online in the restaurant, that doesn't count. I'll pay you $2.50 instead of $1. And if you get me both their personal mobile phone number and their personal email, I'll pay you $5. So that's the golden lead. That's the one you're looking for. That's the one I have the best chance of turning into a customer for us. Now, why is that important for you? Well, it's important for you because every restaurant that joins our platform pays us $100 a month, and they pay us 3.33% delivery fees, minimum $1 to a maximum $2.50. And this is important because we'll pay you an ongoing 10% commission on these payments because you made the initial contact and referral. Now, with all these new restaurants coming in, I'm going to need drivers. So you can be one of the first drivers, as we talked about earlier. And maybe you know other drivers and you can refer them to our app. And if you do that, you'll earn a 10% commission on the delivery fee of every order they deliver. How many drivers do you know? You can also earn a 5% override on every brochure they drop. And we'll pay you a 5% override on any restaurants they bring on board because of their brochure drops. So now we're starting getting into a residual income stream here. So how do you refer drivers? It's really easy. You use the same app that you refer restaurants. All you do is you, on the home screen, the main tab, you click the share button. And on the share button, it's going to open up 2 different ways to share with a driver. So the easiest one is it opens up a QR code. You hold up your phone, you have the driver scan that code. So I literally have people standing in McDonald's parking lots talking to the Skip drivers and the Uber drivers and the DoorDash drivers as they're walking up and saying, hey, have you heard of this new app? Pays you more and you can get money to refer drivers and refer restaurants. Scan this code. That immediately takes them to a website that allows them to enter, but it's got your secret code embedded in it, so I know you made the referral. Or you click the share button, which is right there, the share button. The share button opens up your phone to either send a text message, or you could copy the message and send it by WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, any of the different social media ways you want to connect with somebody. You can send it to the driver. Cool part about that is you now have the driver's phone number to follow up and make sure that he's coming on board if you do it this way. And it literally sends them a text message. Here's the driver opportunity I told you about, and a link. Depending on their phone, some phones keep it as a URL. Some phones blow it up into the DeliveryBizConnect driver pay and opportunity. When they click it, they go to a website that tells them all about it. Very similar probably to the website that you saw that brought you here today. You saw it from a Facebook ad. In behind that link is a long, big code, as you can see here. That's embedded in there. And that 7-digit code is your personal referrer number that nobody else has. And that's how we know you made the referral. It's how we track everything in our systems. And also, if you really want to get going on this and you have a little bit of experience with Facebook, you can click the Learn How to Post a Facebook Jobs ad. You click that button, and there it'll take you to a website that'll tell you step by step how to go and post a job ad using DeliveryBizConnect, so you can find other drivers through Facebook. You'll download the header. We've got everything you need. You just literally follow the step-by-step instruction manual, and you'll be able to post and start getting drivers finding you. Why do we ask you to do it? It's easier to give you the opportunity to do it yourself than it is for us to post in every city in Canada. So, and if you ever have trouble, write down this number. So grab a pen and a paper, write this down, 604-900-2384. That is our business line for phone and text. We don't answer the phone very often on it, but we always answer text messages, and all of our staff have this on their computer and can see the number coming in. So depending on what question it is, it goes to the correct staff member. If it's, I ordered brochures, where are they? The mailing department will see it. If you've got questions about downloading the app, the IT department sees it. So the right people will always see that based on who's important, who needs to answer your question. And you'll always get an answer by text same day. Usually minutes after, you'll find one of our wonderful staff will be there to help you. You call it, most of the time you'll get voicemail, but that's okay. Leave a message, we will call you back. Now, another income stream is just downloading our restaurant app. And if you share our restaurant app with other people, and they start placing orders with participating restaurants in our app, you can earn a 4% commission on their first order total amount from every participating restaurant in our app. So if you want to get that, you just go to are you on an iPhone or are you on an Android?
Android.
Android. So you just go to Google Play, type DeliveryBizConnect. You'll find two apps. You're going to find the driver app, and you're going to find the buy local app. One is blue, one is white. You need them both, as well as the one when you go and register, you need that DBC Share App. So 3 apps you need. One is how you make money by sharing. One is how you make money by driving. And the other has a list of all the restaurants in your area. And if you want to take this to the top level, we promote our best drivers and referrers to district managers. This means you can earn an additional 5% override on every sale and delivery in your bubble. So let me give you a perfect real life example. Let's say you hand out only 10 brochures a day. This isn't a number that anybody can do, right? I've done it. I did it for years. I was the first person for the first year and a half that was handing out brochures and talking to restaurants, walking all around White Rock. And so I know 10 a day, easy to do. It's also easy not to do. But if you do it, our average driver is making about $35 a day from the $1, the $2.50, and the $5 just handing out brochures, not driving for us. That's $175 a week. That's $700 a month, and you haven't delivered a single food order for us yet. Now, if you make the commitment in August to do this, Kevin, your efforts would create 23 new restaurants. Because if you did it 4 weeks in a row, 50 brochures, 50 brochures, 50 and 50, 5 days a week, 10 a day, hour a day. We're talking about 20 hours of effort. That's it. 200 brochures will create about 23 new restaurants on average. Those 23 restaurants pay us $100 a month. So you now started your residual income of $230 a month that starts you off every month because you got 23 restaurants on board. They're also going to start doing deliveries. Average restaurant will work their way up to doing about 75 deliveries a week. So 23 restaurants at 6,900 deliveries. Now you start earning a residual of $920 a month on that. So that's $11,000 a year earning potential from doing 20 hours worth of work for us in August. Now, income stream number 3, you started it. You're in an area you haven't done anything. You're the first driver if you want to be. You just base that the minimum $9 driver fee on a 4-hour shift at 16 deliveries a day. You drive 5 days a week. You almost make $3,000 a month just driving for us. If you recruit all the drivers in your bubble, another 10% of all the deliveries. And if you recruited just 10 drivers that dropped off 10 brochures a day, like you're doing, you get 5% of their brochure earnings. That's $350 a month just sitting on your couch. If you had one person every day download the DeliveryBizConnect restaurant app, and they place just one order a month with the participating restaurant out of your 23 restaurants that you brought on board, the average order is usually around $30. You can make $144 a month just sharing the app with people. The first $100 is in free food. Anything over $100 a month that you earn from this, you can take out in cash. When I say free food, it means you get to spend it with a participating restaurant. So we're giving back to our restaurants here. And if you do all these things, we consider you to be a rock star. We ask you to be a district manager. You earn an additional 5% override on all the sales in your bubble. If you total them all up, Kevin, the 6 income stream, that's over $6,000 a month, plus $100 a month in free food. That's $72,000 a year and $1,200 a year in free food. But the bad news is most people won't do it. I don't know why, but we give you all the, it's easy to do. We have vested intention, but I don't know what happens from the time you say you want to have brochures to them arriving till you change your mind. It doesn't happen. But right now, only about 1 out of 10 people that request a brochure ever hand them out. So you just have to decide. You want to be the 1 in 10? Right now, you're the 1 in 10 that showed up. Out of the thousands of people that request to be part of our program, only about 10% ever get on the Zoom and show up. So you're already a 10%er. If you're the one guy that starts handing out brochures, now you're a 1%er. You just have to decide where you fit in. So we've added some incentives here in August to make it a little easier. I find bribery does work. So if you just do the minimum, 50 brochures in your first week. So it's the week starts when you hand out your first brochure and you put it into the DBC Share app. If you do your 10 a day, 5 days a week, I'll give you the 7 days, but if you do 50 in your first week, I'll give you a $100 cash bonus at the end of the week, on top of everything you earn. Do it again in week 2, another $100. Do it again in week 3, another $100. Do it again in week 4, 200 more, for a total of $500 for handing out 200 brochures in your first 4 weeks, your first month. You can do it faster. I'll pay that bonus faster, but you can do it over 4 weeks. That's over and above the money you make, your $1, your $2.50, and your $5 leads. Handing out 200 brochures is going to make you a minimum of another $500 to $750, plus the 500 bonus. You're going to make between $1,000 and $1,200 in August handing out brochures. Like I said, it's all now a matter of how you see yourself participating. You're either the one of the guys that says, yeah, you know what, Greg, great opportunity. I can see myself doing this. and you jump on and do it, or you say, no, not for me. That's okay. Maybe you know somebody that is. So at this point, I open it up. If you have any questions at all, how it works, Kevin, that's what I'm here for. But that's what we're doing across Canada right now and having a lot of fun and success doing it.
Wow. I don't know about, I know there's Skip the Dishes and Uber, and there's a couple others.
Yeah, DoorDash. Those are the three big ones. Yeah.
Okay. If I'm going to walk into a restaurant, say, for example, they deal with all three.
Yeah.
What sets you guys above and the other guys?
That's a great question. So Skip the Dishes, DoorDash, and Uber are charging anywhere typically between 25 and 30% of the order. That's what the restaurants are paying. It is ludicrous. It is an absolute predatory pricing model. So it's costing on an average $30 order. They're paying around $9 for their delivery to Skip the Dishes. On our app, we charge 3.33%, minimum $1, maximum $2.50. So on a $30 order, we're charging $1 compared to $9. So we're saving them well over 80%.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's an astronomical amount of money. That's the number one thing. Number two is we pay our drivers better because there's no middleman. The drivers are getting paid more because we pay our drivers better. We get a better quality driver, so they don't get the customer service issues that they get with Skip the Dishes and Uber and DoorDash, with drivers that literally just don't care because they're not being paid enough. The number of complaints of drivers that literally take the food, they got 3 people in their car, they open the bag, they start sharing the food with their friends because they had no intention of delivering that food whatsoever, and there's no consequences. The consequence of the driver, they don't get to drive anymore once they got caught. That's it. There's no repercussions. The other problem that the restaurants have with Skip and that is that Skip the Dishes, Uber, and DoorDash use their credit card processing when the customer places an order. So they hold the money. And because they hold the money, we know the golden rule. The person with the gold makes the rules. So they are judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to customer service. So when a customer complains to Skip and says, I didn't get my French fries, my food, I didn't like it, Skip says, very sorry, we'll refund your money. Restaurant owner, too bad, we refunded the whole $30, you get nothing. And there's no recourse. It's not, there is absolutely, so when they say it's a 30% fee, it actually works out to be closer to 40% by the time all the fees and all the discounting and all the cancellations and all the chargebacks that happen. It's closer to a 40% fee to the restaurants. Now, I don't have an issue charging a restaurant 30% to bring them a new customer. They spend $1 billion a year advertising to bring customers. Got no issues with that. Where I have an issue is that they charge that 30% each and every time the customer comes back, not because they love the app, but because they love the food. It's a predatory pricing model. It needed to be fixed. That's why we created the technology, and we rent that technology to the restaurants every single month for $100 a month. And then finally, the most important thing that we do is we give the data to the restaurants. Skip, Uber, and DoorDash, the customers' data is not provided to the restaurant. They don't own it. It's owned by Skip, DoorDash, and Uber. Our platform, your data, your customers, you get to go and then remarket to them using our software that's provided in the $100 a month. So now they've got a way to be able to remarket to them, send them emails and text messages. So what we've created is a better mousetrap. And how we're doing it is keeping all the money local. So our North Star, if you want to call it that, is how much money do we keep in Canada? How much money do we keep in the small city that we're doing? And we keep it in there 2 ways. We keep the money in the restaurant's bank accounts, and instead of paying an advertising firm outside of your city to go and advertise, we pay you, the drivers, to do the best form of advertising, which is word of mouth. And that's how it works. So by doing those few things, that's what sets us apart. Our average restaurant saves a little bit more than $18,000 a year in fees. It's insane. Yeah, it's great. And that's why they love us. So when they come on our platform, they tell all their friends, the word of mouth grows, and that's what happens. Ottawa, I've got a couple of restaurants that want to get started there right now. You said you're south of Ottawa, so you don't go into Ottawa?
Oh, no, I do. I'm 20 minutes to Barhaven.
Okay, got it.
20 minutes to Barhaven. I'm 40 minutes to the east end.
Okay, so the idea here is it's not something you want to do on your own. It's about building a team. I've got a group of people that have talked about it. I don't have anybody right now dropping off brochures in Ottawa. I have a lot of little hotspots all around Canada. We're even starting to expand in the United States. The cool thing is, it doesn't matter where you know people. You know people outside your city. You can tell them all about it. It doesn't matter where we build. Maybe you know people in Toronto. Maybe you know people back here on the wet coast. Although it's really hot now. It's not a wet coast right now. We're all on fire here in BC. So we're Small Business Dream, our parent company, and then above that is Internet Next Step, where we're a 25-year-old software company. We're one of the largest software companies in the world for direct selling network marketing companies. We built that over 25 years. About 10 years ago, we made a pivot and created Small Business Dream to help small and medium-sized businesses with sales and marketing automation. And when COVID hit, we knew that we had to help restaurants. So we did another pivot and we asked our team, what would it take to build a delivery app on top of Small Business Dream to help restaurants? And our programmer said, guys, we can do that. And it'll take us a couple of months, couple $100,000. We're good. Year and a half and $1.2 million later, we built the technology, and we're still making it better and better. But we're not a new company. We're just new to this space. We built it here in BC. Now we're all across Canada, and we're just looking for like-minded individuals so that I can replace myself and in every major city in Canada, and eventually in the United States, and eventually around the world, because the tech works anywhere. We're just concentrating right now on Canada, English-speaking Canada to begin with. Quebec will be after a while.
Yep.
It's just hard. I may have a French last name, but I don't speak the language.
That's all right. I was born in Montreal and I don't speak it.
There you go. Yeah, I went to Montreal. The last name is Peloquin, and they all just assumed I speak French. So when you don't speak French and you have a French name, that's not a good combination in Montreal.
No, it isn't.
So anyways, that's what we're doing. It's pretty simple. At this point, it's left up to you. You just get to decide how you want to participate. You can say, you know what, Greg, when you guys are bigger, I don't mind driving for you. I'm not really interested in building a bubble in my area. I might know some people. If you know, most of our guys that make money right off the bat already are thinking when they hear from me about 3 or 4 restaurant owners that they personally know, that they know are using Skip, didn't realize how much they were paying. And then they immediately go to them with what we're doing. And they usually come on board within a day or two. And then we build around those restaurants. And that's how we built St. John's and Toronto and Halifax and Vancouver. And we got places like Saskatoon going and little Red Deer, Alberta, just bursting at the seams. You just never know where it's gonna go.
Yeah, I've got the wheels turning right now. I want to hit the ground running.
Well, so go order the brochures on that link.
Yep.
If you text us at that 604-900-2384 number, you got questions, one of our wonderful customer service agents will get right back to you. If you didn't manage to write down where to get it, they'll send you the links. They'll make sure you get them ordered. They'll make sure you've downloaded the DBC Share App. They'll make sure you downloaded the driver app and they got everything that you need. They're really great that way. They'll walk you right through it. And usually you'll be talking with Ricky's my main guy in there for the head of driver services. He'll take care of you. And so just send a text off to that. We'll get you set up. And I monitor it as well. If you need to get hold of me to say, hey, I need to talk with Greg. I got some questions. I got a few hot leads and we go from there. Love to see things get going up in Ottawa. And I'm sure even in your city, like the suburbs here, I built it in the suburbs of Vancouver. And sometimes it's easier to build in the burbs and then move into Vancouver than it is to start in the big city and try to move to the burbs, because just little friends. So I mean, I built it and we started with just 12 restaurants here in White Rock. So this is where I live, White Rock, BC, the little rock behind me, White Rock. So that's the Canada side. The other side there, that's the US border. So
Yeah.
literally, I look onto the US off my balcony every day,
Nice.
but I can't see Russia from my balcony.
You're not that close, eh?
Not that close. No.
No.
So
Oh,
anyways, thanks for your time, Kevin. You got questions, you know how to
Yeah.
get a hold of us. If it's for you, get those brochures. If you don't want to wait, you download the brochures and print them yourself. We will reimburse you if you don't want to wait. You go to Staples, 20 sheets, double-sided, 60-pound paper cut into threes. We'll make 60 brochures, cost you like 25 bucks. Keep the receipt. We reimburse you as soon as you've handed out 20 of them. So it's real easy to not wait to send brochures out to you. It'll take a few days, but you'll get them. You'll get them next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get on this right away.
Super. All right. Well, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. And I hope you're one of the 1%ers that's with me 4 weeks from now. And I put $1,000 or so into your bank account.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Good meeting you.
Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Bye for now.
Look forward to good things happening.
Sounds great.
Take care.